Hello everyone, welcome to Dynamic Study. This is quiz class number 56 on previous year question paper. Today we will start the question paper of July 2016 paper 2, and this is the first part of the video. We will complete this question paper in the upcoming video series. Okay, so let's start today's class. First question. Which British university figures in The Prelude? The Prelude, you all know, it is the autobiographical poem written by William Wordsworth, and it is subtitled as The Growth of a Poet's Mind, published in 1850. So which British university figures in this work, The Prelude? Option 1, Durham. Option 2, Glasgow. Option 3, Cambridge, and option 4, Oxford. The correct answer is option number 3, Cambridge University. The Prelude is divided into total 14 books. And the third book is entitled as Residence at Cambridge. So in this third book, Wordsworth talked about his life and his experience while studying in Cambridge University. So Cambridge University figures in the Prelude, in the third book of the Prelude. Okay. Next question. Who wrote A Woman Killed with Kindness? Option 1, John Marston. Option 2, Thomas Middleton. Option 3, John Fletcher. And option 4, Thomas Heywood. The correct option is option number 4, Thomas Heywood. A Woman Killed with Kindness is actually a domestic tragedy. And what is the plot of this play? The woman here refers to the central character, Anne. Anne is the name of the woman, and she is punished by her husband for her adultery. Now, how is she punished? The way is very strange. She is not killed or murdered or violently tortured by her husband. Rather, she is only prohibited to see her children and her family. So she is forcefully isolated from her family members, and she is forced to live alone. That is her punishment. And for that reason, she dies out of frustration. So that's why the title says that the woman killed with kindness. There is no physical violence, no mental there is no physical violence. There is only this loneliness is given her as the punishment. That's why A Woman Killed with Kindness. Okay. Next question. There is a quotation. One's cruelty is one's power. And when one parts with one's cruelty, one parts with one's power. This is a line taken from William Congreve's famous restoration comedy, The Way of the World. Now, which character said these lines? You need to identify the name of the character. Option 1, Mirabell. Option 2, Sir Wilful Witwoud. Option 3, Millamant. And option 4, Mincing. Who is the speaker of these lines? The correct option is option number 3, Millamant, and this line is taken from Act 2, Scene 5 of the play, The Way of the World. We move on to question number 4. T.S. Eliot found spiritual support in which religion? Option 1, Christianity. Option 2, Hinduism. Option 3, Buddhism. And option 4, Judaism. The correct answer is option number 2, Hinduism. Eliot was greatly influenced by Hindu religion, and you can find a brilliant example in his famous poem The Wasteland. The Wasteland has a lot of allusions, and at the end of the poem, we find the mentioning of Shanti Shanti Shanti, the Sanskrit chant, and Datva Dayadvam and Damayata. So all these things are taken from the Upanishad of Indian mythology, and it is mainly taken from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. So that's why we can say that Eliot is greatly influenced by Hinduism. A lot of Sanskrit books, our ancient Indian mythologies, all of these have influenced T.S. Eliot a lot. Okay, so Wasteland is a beautiful example of that. Next question. By what name is Gulliver known in Brobdingnag? You all know that Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels is divided into 4 parts. The first part is a voyage to Lilliput. The second part is voyage to Brobdingnag. The third part is voyage to Laputa, and the fourth part is voyage to the land of Hunings, the horse, Hunings and Yahoos. So, by what name is Gulliver known in Brobdingnag? That means in the second part of the book. Option 1, Grildrig. Option 2, Glumdalclitch. Option 3 is Placnac, and option 4, Mannikin. The correct option is option number 1, Grildrig. So Gulliver's name was Grildrig in the land of Brobdingnag. Okay. Next, who among the following writers was born in India? Option 1, Paul Scott. Option 2, Lawrence Durrell. Option 3, E.M. Forster, and option 4, V.S. Naipaul. Which of the following writer was born in India? The correct option is option number 2, Lawrence Durrell. Lawrence Durrell was born in Jalandhar, and he is famously known for the tetralogy, that means the series of 4 novels titled as the Alexandria Quartet. This is the title of the tetralogy. This is the most famous work of Lawrence Durrell. Okay. Next. What metaphor does Spenser use in the Fairy Queen Book 1 to describe the relationship between the tale and its readers? Option 1, that of a caravan of lost souls traversing a desert. Option 2, that of a stagecoach which picks up diverse passengers along the way. Option 3, that of a ship filled with jolly mariners. And option 4, that of a riderless horse following his own direction. So which metaphor is used by Spenser to talk about the relationship between the tale and its readers, the story and its readers? The correct option is option number 3, that of a ship filled with jolly mariners, and this metaphor is found in Canto 12, Book 1, Canto 12. Okay. Next, who among the following is not associated with Russian formalism? Russian formalism is a school of literary theory and criticism. So, who among the following is not associated with formalism? Option 1, Roman Jakobson. Option 2, Georges Paulet. Option 3, Boris Eichenbaum, and option 4, Victor Sklovsky. The correct answer is option number 2, Georges Paulet. Who is Georges Paulet? Paulet is a Belgian critic, and he is associated with Geneva School of criticism. So he is not a formalist, he is a Geneva School of critic, and he is a Belgian critic. Okay. Next, which character in Dickens keeps on hoping that something will turn up? Option 1, Barkis. Option 2, Uriah Heep. Option 3, Mr. Micawber. And option 4, Miss Havisham. The correct answer is option number 3, Mr. Micawber, and he is a character in Dickens's autobiographical novel David Copperfield. Mr. Micawber is modeled on Dickens's father. Please remember that Dickens's father, John Dickens, served as the model for the character of Mr. Micawber. Right? Next, the last question, question number 10. What is the boat's name that rescues Ishmael in Moby Dick? Option 1, Pequod. Option 2, Rachel. Option 3, Hagar, and option 4, Sphinx. So what is the boat's name? The correct option is option number 2, Rachel. Rachel finally rescues Ishmael at the end of the novel, Moby Dick. So that is the end of today's quiz class. I hope this video has helped you a lot. So thank you. Keep on watching Dynamic Study, keep on learning. Please like this video, share this video with your friends, and also don't forget to share your views in the comment section. We will meet very soon in our next class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.